dark out today. Morning guys, we're at the lake. It is so low. They did a lot of maintenance. They actually redid the entire dam here at Bisher State Park. And I haven't fished this lake in 2 years because it was completely closed all of last year. So I don't even know if there's fish in here. But we're gonna give it a try. See you on the water. I gotta get my paddle. Oh no, I didn't bring my paddle. Oh, this is gonna be an adventure, guys. Y'all, it is the battle of the Senkos. We got the same color power bait Yamamoto. Let's see which one gets her done. We are not skunked. There we go, guys. We know the Yamamoto works. You got hit on top of the head with something. Well, thanks for playing, little guy. We'll get you back right where I caught you. Wow, that water's kind of murky. Well, guys, that's one for the Yamamoto. Let's go ahead and put on one of these power bait generals and see how it does out here. The texture on the Yamamoto, look at that. See how more springy it is? This is more, it's not as bouncy. So we'll see if that makes a difference. In the past, fishing with these generals, they're a little bit more durable, but I feel like I miss more fish because the plastic is not as soft. So it takes a little more force to get that hook point through the worm. That's if you're fishing Texas style or weedless wacky, it would apply the same. Also on the general, it's got quite a bit more chartreuse. So we'll see if that plays in any effect as well. Yeah, he was in about 4 feet of water. It's 4 feet of water even this close to shore, so. There might be some bass right up and along this shoreline. This might be their spawning grounds.
1 hour later.
We've only got one fish. I think it's the color. Let's go ahead and change colors, guys. Maybe the chartreuse. Maybe it's not the worm. Maybe it's the color. How about some peanut butter jelly? Ooh, and that's a brand new pack. They're still all slimy. Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. Where at? Where at?
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. There's a fish. Oh, dang it. He was biting it like a bluegill though, like. This rod is so sensitive. There's a fish again. Let him eat it, let him eat it. Got him. Yeah. It was color, guys. Ooh, get out of those sticks. This one's a little nicer. Oh, maybe not nicer. A little less. He's a little healthier. He's thicker, taller. Got me another one, guys. Look at that guy. He bit it the first time and had to come back for seconds. And they are swallowing this worm. They're healthy bass, man. Awesome. Thanks for playing. Let's go ahead and get this guy back. So I don't know if it's luck or what it is. Don't think it's luck. I really do believe that color makes a difference. So for some reason, they were just not liking that chartreuse tail. As soon as I put on this peanut butter and jelly, bam, they are eating it. Dang, another fish in there. Oh yeah, that must be the female. Oh, she's barely hooked. Barely hooked, oh my gosh. Got it. Oh, look at how barely hooked that fish is. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh look, the hook just came out. I didn't even have to touch it. Oh, no way. This fish was barely hooked. Look at that. I should have let it eat it a little longer, but their tails aren't really messed up. They're like almost pristine. I don't even know if they're bedding. Maybe they're just bedding in the weeds. But that's two fish in the same spot. Look at that fatty. I wonder how much it weighs. We got ourselves a 2-pounder. All right, fatty, you go back and have some fun, probably protecting your babies. I don't know. Give you a nice drink. Yeah, you guys, I fished for, ooh, I almost lost my rod. That would have been bad. Yeah, man, I fished for all morning, hour and a half, almost 2 hours with those chartreuse tail worms. As soon as I put on the peanut butter jelly worm, I got 2 fish right back to back. Same spot. Oh man, that made my day. Color, who would have thought color? Color's so important, I guess. Oop, there's a bite. Got him. Oh, he came off. Dang it. Oh, look at that. How did my worm get like that? Come on. Oh. Yeah, man, this color is the ticket. That sucks. That is a horrible luck. That worm turned on itself and didn't let that hook get set. Probably because it's broken half. There's a fish. Oh yeah. That's the third one I got out of there. I hooked him with it. Holy crap, did you see that? A big old bass came up and tried to eat this bass. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. That was crazy. What in the heck? They're like really stacked up in here. I'm gonna have to like really fish this. And they're loving that. Peanut butter jelly time. There's one. Got him. Swallowed it. No blood. Yeah, man, they are choking this worm. That is a skinny long bass, though. Look at that guy. He is not very healthy. Well, let's go ahead and get him back because he's not in the best shape. He probably can't stand being out of the water too long. He's got a big mouth, though. Whoo! That wacky rig, guys. Oh, love it. So this is important as well. We're fishing around a lot of sticks and all that stuff. My line, I don't know if it is gonna focus on that. You probably can't tell, but about that far, so about 3 inches of line is starting to fray. So before I lose a big old fatty, I am going to retie. Love it, guys. We've only missed one fish all day, and that is, I don't know what happened. That worm was like, it like wrapped around the hook. It was so crazy. It's crazy how wet everything is. It's kind of like misting all day, and it's just enough to keep you like a little bit miserable. Where's that stick? Here's another one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh, I hit my camera. Maybe it was just a stick. I don't know, man. I'm so trigger happy right now. I'm like so excited. I'm shaking. There's so many fish stacked up right here. It's so much fun. Ooh, there's a bite, I think. Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one, guys. Right in the top of the mouth. That is a healthy fish. Oh, they're finally biting good. Now I got that color figured out. Woo-wee. Look at that bass. This one might be the biggest of the day. Oh no, 1.94. Close to the biggest of the day. He fought the best. I caught him right at the end of that cast. I love catching him at the end of a cast. Gosh, it's such a pretty fish. Yes! That's long. He's not as fat as that other one, but he's longer. Whew, that rod's so sensitive too. I felt it. Oh, I think that's a fish. So I can see on the graph, we have like right here where all these fish were. Oh, and I'm drifting right over it. Right straight out from that is about a 4-foot deep flat, and that one ate it. So we're gonna see if we can get a couple more out there. And that was perfect, like right in the roof of the mouth. And I like to just let some line out, let that bait just naturally fall, as natural as possible. That's a nice bass. that's a nice bass, guys. And he choked it. Oh no, he's bleeding. There we go, guys, another nice bass. This one's real skinny and he's bleeding a little bit, so let's get him back. Oh, he's ready. This is like the first time I've really been fishing all year, so I'm kind of like trigger happy. I'm like really excited. This is a lot of fun. Sorry for all y'all up north where it's still too cold to bass fish. It's kind of chilly here because it's still like misting and drizzly and some like damp and it's windy. Whew, but it is so worth it being out here. Ooh, is that a fish? Nope, just a weed. It's real hard to tell if you got a fish on in the wind. The wind likes to play with your line. Got him. Oh, that's a nice bass. This hit good right in the corner of the mouth. Got him. Oh, that's a nice bass, guys. Oh, that is the biggest of the day. Look at that bass, guys. Big old mouth. Yes. Let's see if it weighs the most. 2.30. That is definitely the biggest of the day. I don't know what this stuff is. There's like stuff on his head and like all over his back. See that on his head? I don't know what those are. Gosh, it's such a nice bass. So much fun. Thank you for playing. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Oh, that was so cool. I watched him eat it. Hooked right in the roof of the mouth. He was way up shallow. Nice little bass. Gosh, that was awesome. That was the coolest bite of the day. Hey y'all, thanks for joining. This was such a fun episode to film. I can't believe color matters that much. I fished for an hour and a half and caught one fish. And then as soon as I switched to that peanut butter jelly time, it was on. I caught so many fish, it was a blast. They did a lot of maintenance to this lake. They replaced the dam, so they drained most of the lake. So I haven't fished this lake and I didn't fish it at all last year because it was closed, and they just opened it back up. So this is one of my favorite lakes to fish, and I'm so glad it's open. It's a lot of fun. I'm still learning how to use this camera, see how to utilize it best for the channel. I like it. I like it up front like this. It gives me something like to talk to, so the audience, I can imagine like the camera is the audience. It feels a lot less weird just out here fishing, talking to myself, because I have the big camera right there. My new rod is definitely my worming setup. This thing is amazing. There's a couple things I want to do, a couple things I learned during this trip. See, like right now I'm having a hard time getting that knot through the eyes because it is a double uni knot and it's kind of thick. So ooh, is that a fish behind me? I'm gonna try to learn how to tie an FG knot so it goes through the guides easier. And since this is primarily going to be my worm setup, I want to get some line that's a little more visible, so when the fish eats it, I can see like that tick, you know, when the fish eats it. The rod is plenty sensitive, but when you're just dead lining, like letting out line and just letting it sink and settle, it's really nice to be able to sit and watch your line. So that's going to be the next project, is learning the FG knot and replacing the line on this thing. This is another project that I need to do. See my hat here? It's like, it's getting kind of worn out. So we're going to replace the GoPro hat with something cooler, hopefully. Other than that, this is my favorite way to fish them. It's that Hayabusa Worm 202 weedless wacky hook. And yeah, I'm just loving everything about this setup. This is going to be an amazing year for fishing. But now that I'm done fishing for fish, let's fish for some men. I do have some bad news. My dad fell off a ladder, cracked his skull open. He was leaking cerebral spinal fluid out of his ear. They had to put a spinal tap in. He was in the trauma ICU for over a week, and it's been a test. That's to say the least. He's finally out of the trauma ICU, and they moved him into the regular ICU. He's eating food. He's sitting up. He doesn't have to have oxygen anymore. He broke a couple ribs. Like, it was really sketchy there for about a week. But everything's looking better, and God willing, he comes through this without any long-term effects. But it's amazing how God can use situations like this to bring people closer to him. I haven't seen my sister in years. I got to see her. It's crazy how you can take family for granted until like something happens and you need your family to confide in and talk to. I feel like sometimes we can treat God that way as well. So for me, even if I get skunked or have an amazing day on the lake, I always thank God for waking up, just being alive, being so blessed to be able to do my YouTube channel, to be able to like even just take a breath and look around and enjoy all the beautiful things that God created. It's definitely opened my eyes to not take anything for granted and just be thankful for every single breath. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to fish, learn, repeat. We'll catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, I forgot my paddle today too, so this is my paddle. I haven't needed it, but sometimes if you get too shallow, you can't use the fins, you gotta have something to like push you back. So this is what my paddle is today. I see you over there, fishy. You want to get on my hook, don't you? I just saw something jump right there by those sticks. Got him. Oh man, that was so cool. He ate it just on the other side of that log. Dang it.